Hey there! This video is here to help you get to know more about how to aim with a controller. Yes, even you PC gamers, you are free to plug in a controller and experience what's going on with that. Who knows, you may like the laid-back controller style better. However, this guide can be most useful for console players, and we are going to go over the settings, tips and tricks that you can use to gain the competitive edge. Hello guys and welcome to the Dojo. We have more and more people from consoles in our community of dojoers, and we wanted to create a guide covering aiming with a controller. This can also be interesting to anyone willing to try aiming with a controller on PC for the first time, as it is said to be quite interesting to the keyboard and mouse gamers to see what's going on with that. Using a controller can also be really useful for people with different kind of wrist and hand injuries. Here's a special thanks to one of our community members, IDDBM, who helped us in the creation of this episode. He is a Grandmaster console player. Alright, so let's get to the details right away. We are going to skip the really basic stuff about playing with a controller, as you may already know these or able to figure out by yourselves. We will talk about optimal settings that we think work and explain our thought process on the way. Note that these settings are suggestions from various online forums and players like Reddit and top 500 console gamers. Settings are really a personal thing, so you should consider changing them for your needs for maximum comfort and effectiveness. However, they may serve as a good foundation that you can build on. Okay, so the following settings can be mostly found under Options, Controls, Advanced Controller Settings. First of all, let's briefly talk about settings for different characters. Overwatch allows you to set different settings for each individual hero in the game, and this is important because the aim techniques vary from hero to hero, and while the rule of thumb is one setting to rule them all on PC, you can benefit a lot from tailoring your configuration to the specific characters on consoles. This is because non-aim dependent heroes can be a lot different than aim-based ones. Okay, so set your sensitivity around 40, give or take 10, vertical and horizontal. Other settings that we will suggest are revolving around a low sensitivity. This will enable you to aim precisely on all ranges, and other settings will support quick turns so you can be precise and reactive with the same set of configuration. Okay, the next one is aim assist. Turn aim assist off. One of the most controversial topics among console players regarding settings is the usage of aim assist. Aim assist helps you to aim at the enemies when the crosshair enters their vicinity. The size of the sensitivity of the aim assist can be configured using the Windows size setting, but should you use it? We say that you should disable aim assist on all heroes and learn to play like that. This is a very strong tip to elevate your Overwatch mechanics to the next level. Aim assist can actually hurt your performance when you are playing characters that are heavily dependent on leading their targets, pre-shooting in order to kill the enemy. If the aim assist kicks in because you move the crosshair too close to the enemy, for example, you won't hit any shots. Think about Genji, Hanzo, Pharah, Junkrat, or any hero that has a projectile weapon in the kit. Sometimes it can also push you off from targets if there's a clutch of enemies. It's kinda unreliable. So we suggest that you disable aim assist with all heroes, or only enable it to the ones really benefiting from it, some of the tanks for example. But still, no assist is better, and you will be able to depend on raw skill and learn better movement patterns. It's your call entirely, but keep in mind that switching it off will make it really hard to aim at first if you are used to aim assist. However, it pays off on the long run. Let's see the relevant settings quickly in case you want to keep them on. First of all, aim assist strength. Basically how strong the pull from the crosshair to the enemy hero is. The next one is aim assist window size. There is a big invisible window around the enemy heroes, and this window is where the aim assist kicks in. The aim assist window is obviously bigger than the hero's hitbox, so setting this option to 0 will make the aim assist window exactly as large as the hero's hitbox. The next one is aim smoothing. This option sort of slows down your crosshair's movement to make you a bit more accurate, and it makes it a bit smoother. The higher the aim smoothing is, the lower the acceleration and vice versa. If you set this to 0, the acceleration will be instant. Alright, let's continue with aiming modes. The best aiming mode is dual zone, and you should use it, except if you have a lot of experience with linear ramp from other games. This mode makes a certain threshold you have to pass for it to start moving faster, usually 90%. Before that threshold, the crosshair moves at the same slow speed, giving you more precise control. After you pass the threshold, the acceleration increases by a lot, allowing you to turn around and do bigger movements. This one is the default mode in Overwatch. Gives you nice control over your movements as it can do 180s with a fully tilted joystick with ease. Dual Zone allows the same quick movements on consoles as on PC, like Farah's Rocket Boost or Junkrat's Mind Jumps. Let's discuss the other modes quickly. The next is Exponential Ramp. Exponential Ramp mode makes it accelerate gradually the more you hold the stick in a certain direction. The further you move it, the faster it accelerates. This type of aiming is usual in other FPS games. Linear ramp will cause your crosshair to rotate proportionally with the angle that the stick is deflected if the aim smoothing is also disabled. The effect is multiplied based on your sensitivity settings. This is the usual style for other FPS games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, so if you have a lot of playtime in those, it should be easy to transfer your skills to Overwatch with this mode. Alright, the next section is about aim styles. You should already know about tracking and flicking, and this is not about that. You have two general choice of aim styles on consoles: active and passive aiming. The styles are really personal preferences, so try both of them in some practice games and decide what you want to use. Let's start with active aiming. Active aiming is when you try to match the enemy and either track the movements or try to do small adjustments in order to hit your shots. This style can be really precise, but usually only if you have experience with console controls. It also gives you the ability to react to the enemy quickly. If you are a user of this style, it means that you use both sticks to coordinate your movement and aim at the same time. The other style is passive aiming. This is basically only using the movement when the actual shooting begins. This means that you set your crosshair on the desired level and adjust your aim with only the movement stick. This style allows for precise shots that are easier to pull off. However, it can be really hard to use against enemies jumping around or using a lot of vertical movement. We suggest that you use the two styles mixed and experience both of them. It is easier to land precise shots with passive aiming if you know how to lead and predict the enemy, and it is better to go active when the enemy is jumping or moving around you in unpredictable paths. Lastly, some short tips that can also increase your accuracy and comfort with the controller. Aim ease in is a setting between 0 to 100 that makes your crosshair less likely to move away from a straight line if the value is higher. It can help in precise aiming vertically and horizontally, but the higher the value, the higher it is to move in a slanted direction. Play around with it, it can help a lot with passive aiming style. The next quickie is to turn off vibration, as you don't want to be distracted when you are trying to land your shots. The next is ensure a good connection to the console. Use a cable to connect to the internet instead of a Wi-Fi connection. Cable is always more consistent. The next is use good crosshairs. We think that the best crosshair is small, with a gap in the middle to allow you to see the exact target you are looking at, something of a bright color like yellow or red. The next is disable bloom. This again is only going to distract you from landing the shots and it may hurt your consistency. Next up, thumbstick extenders. Thumbstick extenders can give you a bit of a competitive edge, making the controller more fit for the FPS game style. The extra precision is marginal, however you may want to use every little help that you can get. The last is crosshair placement. Good crosshair placement is vital on consoles. Check out the video we have about that right now and elevate your game. Well-placed crosshairs mean that you have to adjust a lot less during fights, making it easier to land your shots. If you like what we are doing, subscribe, like and share this video among your console buddies. Join our Discord to join the community of Dojoers and improve together. See you guys next time.